Welcome to Module 3, Due Diligence and Deal Control. In this module, we focus on protecting profit through systematic verification and strategic marketing. Land investing may look simple, but simplicity should never mean carelessness. Professional investors separate themselves from amateurs by mastering two disciplines: thorough due diligence on every property and consistent marketing that controls deal flow. Due diligence protects your capital from hidden risks. Marketing ensures a steady pipeline of opportunities. When these two systems work together, you gain control over risk, revenue, and growth. This is how land flipping becomes a predictable business rather than speculation. Land flipping is structurally simple, but profitable execution requires discipline. A property that appears inexpensive can hide fatal flaws that eliminate resale value. Professional investors never assume, they verify. The foundation of profitability rests on two connected systems: rigorous due diligence and consistent marketing. Due diligence ensures every purchase meets strict standards. Marketing creates proprietary deal flow, so you are not competing for public listings. Together, these systems give you control. Instead of chasing deals, you evaluate opportunities strategically. Instead of hoping for profit, you build a structured process that protects capital and generates consistent, measurable results over time. Even great-looking deals can carry hidden risks that destroy profitability. Landlocked parcels without legal access are extremely difficult to resell. Unpaid property taxes or liens transfer to the new owner and reduce margins immediately. Zoning restrictions can eliminate intended uses and shrink buyer demand. Floodplain location or environmental constraints may limit development. Title defects, ownership disputes, or unclear transfers create legal exposure. Every one of these risks can turn a bargain into a liability. The key principle is simple: never rely on appearance or seller statements. Verify every critical detail before committing capital to any property. Land due diligence is a structured, repeatable verification process completed before purchase. It confirms legal ownership, clear title, permitted land use, documented access, absence of hidden liabilities, and physical usability. Skipping this process is not a small mistake. It can erase profit instantly. Professional investors rely on checklists, not memory. The purpose of due diligence is not to complicate your workflow, but to systematize it. Every property must pass objective standards before acquisition. When you follow a consistent process, you reduce risk dramatically. Profit is protected at purchase, not at resale. Discipline at this stage determines long-term success. The complete due diligence checklist includes 8 critical steps. First, verify ownership and confirm clear title. Second, confirm zoning and permitted land use. Third, verify legal access. Fourth, check taxes, liens, and encumbrances. Fifth, assess environmental risks such as flood zones. Sixth, evaluate utilities including power, water, and sewer. Seventh, review topography and soil conditions to confirm usability. Eighth, verify parcel size and boundaries through official records. Each step protects a specific dimension of your investment. When completed systematically, this checklist eliminates uncertainty and transforms land investing into a controlled professional acquisition process. Start with ownership verification. Confirm the seller's name matches county records exactly and review the most recent recorded deed. Check the chain of title for irregularities or gaps. If needed, order a professional title search. Never rely on verbal claims. Next, confirm zoning directly with the county planning department. Verify permitted uses and identify overlays, conservation easements, or restrictions. A parcel advertised as residential may legally be agricultural only. Zoning determines buyer demand and resale potential. Always verify independently. Clear ownership and correct zoning form the foundation of every profitable land transaction. Legal access is non-negotiable. A visible dirt road does not guarantee legal ingress and egress. Use GIS maps and county records to determine whether access is public or private. If crossing another property is required, confirm a recorded easement exists and review its terms carefully. Without documented access, resale becomes extremely difficult. Some landlocked properties can be monetized strategically, but they require advanced negotiation and planning. As a beginner, prioritize parcels with clear year-round legal access. Never assume. Always verify access through recorded documentation before committing to purchase. Before closing, confirm all financial and environmental factors. Contact the county treasurer to verify current tax status and identify unpaid balances. Search for liens, HOA claims, or judgments attached to the property. These obligations transfer with ownership. Next, review FEMA flood maps and wetlands databases to assess environmental risk. Floodplain land must be priced accordingly. Wetlands or contamination may restrict development entirely. Environmental risks do not automatically eliminate a deal, but they must be fully understood and factored into pricing. Thorough verification prevents unexpected liabilities that erase profit. Utility availability impacts value significantly. Confirm electricity access with providers directly. Verify water sources, well feasibility, sewer connections, or septic approval requirements. Do not assume availability based on nearby infrastructure. Review topography using mapping tools to assess slope, elevation, and drainage. Poor soil or steep terrain reduces buildability and buyer appeal. Finally, verify parcel boundaries and acreage through official county records and plat maps. Never rely on fences or informal markers. If necessary, obtain a professional survey. Physical usability determines marketability, and marketability determines profit potential. Before funding any purchase, conduct a final verification checklist. Confirm seller ownership is documented. Ensure title is clear or acceptable risks are priced accordingly. Verify zoning aligns with your resale strategy. Confirm legal access is recorded. Ensure no unpaid taxes or liens remain. Review environmental risks, utility confirmation, physical usability, and parcel size accuracy. If any single element fails your standards, walk away. Capital preservation is more important than forcing a marginal deal. Discipline compounds returns over time. A rejected bad deal protects your business more than a risky closing ever will. Land flipping is fundamentally a marketing business. Due diligence protects profit, but marketing creates opportunity. Beginners often search public listings, competing with every other investor. Professionals generate proprietary deal flow through direct marketing to landowners. This eliminates bidding wars and preserves margins. Instead of waiting for deals, you create them. Consistent outreach produces responses, and responses produce opportunities. Your job is not persuasion, it is consistency and volume. When marketing operates systematically, you gain leverage. Deal flow becomes predictable, and growth becomes controllable. Systematic marketing creates strategic leverage. You control deal flow instead of depending on public listings. You generate volume, allowing you to select the best opportunities rather than accept marginal ones. You reduce competition by contacting owners before properties reach the open market. You negotiate from abundance rather than desperation. Send offers consistently using tested sequences. Track responses in a CRM. Follow up methodically. Over time, patterns emerge and performance improves. Marketing consistency transforms land investing from random wins into predictable mathematics driven by volume and repetition. Most marketing offers will be ignored, and that is normal. A predictable percentage will convert into accepted deals. Land investing operates on volume-based mathematics. For example, 1,000 mailed offers may generate 20 to 40 responses. Those responses may produce several accepted offers and one or more profitable closings. When you understand your numbers, income becomes predictable. Marketing compounds over time. Buyer lists grow. Data accumulates. Follow-ups convert old leads into new deals. Instead of chasing single transactions, you build a pipeline. Predictable inputs create predictable outcomes. Due diligence and marketing operate together in a continuous cycle. Marketing generates leads. Due diligence filters opportunities. Acquisition captures profit. Systems automate and repeat the process. Without marketing, you have no proprietary pipeline. Without due diligence, you have no protection from costly mistakes. When both systems operate consistently, land flipping becomes controlled and measurable. You are not gambling on individual properties. You are running a structured acquisition business. This integration separates hobby investors from professionals. Systems create stability, and stability creates long-term profitability. The core principle of this module is simple. Control your risk through verification and control your pipeline through marketing. Standardized due diligence protects every purchase. Consistent marketing ensures steady deal flow regardless of market conditions. When you control deal flow, you control income. When you protect each acquisition with disciplined standards, that income compounds sustainably. Professional investors do not rely on luck. They rely on systems, master verification, master marketing. When both disciplines operate together, you gain control over your land investing business and position yourself for scalable, predictable growth.